Alright, we're here in EVE Online doing Making Mountains of Molehills 8 of 10. This is going to be another manufacturing mission. So we're going to be going to the nearby system Unpus to produce a blueprint copy of a Caldari shuttle. It'll be a different shuttle, obviously. If you're Galent or Amar, it'll be their shuttle. Or if you're doing it from their career agents, I should say. This blueprint copy basically requires a lot of titanium, so check to make sure that we have enough. It's a little bit short of 3,000 for me. With my skills, it was like 2,700. So we can easily fit that all on our Condor, and we have to go to the nearby system because, like I had mentioned before in the other manufacturing missions, usually the rookie systems themselves are pretty full up when it comes to the manufacturing slots. So, but one jump away here in Eureka to Unpus, and we've got some free slots at a manufacturing space station. So once we dock back up there, we're going to install this job. Now, this is pretty much the same as before. The one key difference with how this manufacturing mission is going to work is the size of what we're manufacturing, and we're only producing one copy. But the most important part is the fact that the shuttle is far too big to fit inside of the cargo hold of most of the ships I have right now. Some of the industrial ships can fit a couple, especially with cargo hold expansions. But for this purpose, we don't really have an industrial ship yet, at least from the career arc. So what we're actually going to do is just assemble it and fly it back. And I'll just leave the Condor here, and it can come back in a pod, which you just do by right-clicking your ship and say leave ship when you're in a station, and then you go in your little your pod or egg or whatever you want to call it. But anyways, so we get in the shuttle, assemble it, take our titanium back with us, it's left over, and just jump back to the agent station that we were at before. Now, I actually had a shuttle there before, if you had seen, but I'm gonna just do it this way because obviously that's kind of cheating, and don't want to just tell people to buy everything off the market, which is totally possible in this case too. And shuttles aren't that expensive either. And there's definitely going to be shuttles in these systems. Anyways, once we get back, we just leave our ship. Now you can see I'm floating in the pod there. And then we want to repackage the shuttle. That's the important part because it turns it back into an actual item as opposed to a flyable ship. It's basically just part of the way EVE works with certain items. You have to repackage them when you're no longer using them and want to put them on the market. And then once it's repackaged, we just talk to our agent, turn it in, and that's a wrap for this. Actually, one other thing, and I just said it was a wrap, but I wanted to mention one more thing, and that's basically when it comes to manufacturing large items like shuttles and other ships. Basically, most industrial ships can't move other actual ships around, so usually when it comes to manufacturing those, until you have the skills, which will take quite a while, to fly one of the much larger freighters, it's going to be important to find places that you can manufacture ships where you can also sell them from where they're manufactured. More so than anything else like ammo or anything that's lightweight that could be used or moved around with one of the industrial ships rather than the capital industrials, which are the freighters that I mentioned. Because those are the only ones with cargo holds big enough to fit things like several fleets of frigates or cruisers and all that stuff. And if you're just going to move one or two frigates or cruisers around after producing them, it's not really going to be very time efficient. Although there are contracting services that you can use in EVE Online where people will pick up your stuff for you. And those can be very useful.